Know that, Colonel. Thanks for joining us. But what would you do if those men were under your command?
The ones who fired at these guys.
Yes.
Well, there's invariably going to be an investigation after a situation like this. At that time, the rules of engagement permitted that kind of attack. There was a perception that there was a threat, that there were enemy soldiers who had weapons, and they were permitted to get clearance from the Tactical Operations Center and to fire. Today, the rules of engagement are very much different. They would not get clearance to fire. There would have to be an investigation in any case in a situation like this.
What about the timeline of information and this not being released or divulged in the way it was put out? What about the Pentagon?
Well, that's a very interesting question. One could excuse what happened as a result of the rules of engagement, mistaken identity and all the rest of that stuff, but one cannot excuse keeping that information quiet. There's an old saying that says bad news doesn't get any better with age. It's something that should have been released early on.
Is this the fog of war?
Well, it was the fog of war in that people were mistaken to be insurgents and they were not, but it's not the fog of war to withhold information. That information has to get out quickly.
Colonel Jack Jacobs, thanks so much for joining us.